Happy Finals Day. Thanks for watching on Fox Sports. Courtney Conlogue versus Manuel. Courtney looking for her third Bells title. She's been so incredible and consistent here at the Bells Bowl and always has an advantage when the surf is pumping. You'd say the same thing for Malia when she's got power to work with. That style looks incredible.
First wave, Joe.
6.67 for Malia to a 5.83 on this wave for Conlogue.
Yeah, I think Courtney's wave just a little flatter on the outside section. So a little bit more downtime here for Courtney Conlogue. And you can tell she is waiting for that inside boulder to present itself as well. And the beginning of this wave, Joe, and the end of this wave, very, very important. You've got to tag it out the back and then finish strong, just like John just did in that last heat. Big last maneuver there from Courtney.
All finesse in that style and approach. We'll hug that wall of whitewater and hope for a big inside wall to grow. Manuel now drives off the bottom. Clean top turn arc on a heavy section. The heat is on. Courtney versus Malia.
Better and better as this event goes on. Let's have a look at Malia Manuel on her opening ride. Courtney Conlogue drew first blood, but I tell you what, the second wave of the set stood up a little better. Look at the size of this wave. Some beautiful turns here from Malia, just joining the dots, taking her time, waiting for this end section to present itself, which it does eventually. That anticipation of what maneuver you're going to choose. The timing has got to be perfect. You've got to hold that speed throughout this inside section, and there it is. Malia Manuel tags that last section.
Already looking for the second scoring ride is Conlogue. She's beat Gilmore and Fitzgibbons in her Bells Finals of the past. As she'll fade this section while still building, Courtney swings it back to the power source into a lot of foam, but holds that rail line well. Off the bottom, she'll just reset just to avoid the collision with a big whitewater wall coming down on her. This was Courtney's last.
Yeah, Courtney choosing the first wave of the set on both occasions, and it seems to me like Malia has been on the second wave of the set, which has been better. So I think Courtney needs to maybe try and change that up a little bit. You can see how sleepy this wave is, and a lot of waiting, a lot of downtime. And then that whitewater comes into play, which makes things a little bit more difficult. And you see Courtney there failing to produce that finishing turn, hence that 4.0.
Now it's Malia's turn. Airdrops to take off. Nice clean wrap for Manuel. Into her 5th championship tour final, her first at Bells.
Oh.
Clean arc on a massive wall, double overhead off the bottom. She'll get a clean top turn under the closeout. Her timing has been impeccable at the start of this heat.
That is more like it for Malia. I want to see the passion come out of her. You know, it was the only thing for me that was missing for Malia. You know, she's got the technique, she's got the style. She always finds herself on the good waves. She just needed a bit of aggression, and she showed it right there on that last wave. Malia Manuel connects beautifully. Nice swooping maneuver, waiting for this wave to stand up. Now she starts to build up that speed as she comes off the bottom. Watch this maneuver here. That is a classic Bells Beach maneuver right there. Just that big searing turn. And there's the finish, right up into the pocket. Creates the drama. The judges love it. And there is the score, Joe.
Unbelievable. 8.17 perfect timing off that section. That was massive to finish. The Waz had the best view in the house for that one. Malia's on fire, Strider. Opportunity for Malia with a massive lead fresh off the 8.17. Keeps that high line arc. This thing already growing with size. Double overhead on the section. She'll trim it off the top and get stuck. Her first wipe out of the final.
We know this young lady's not scared to really charge into those gnarly sections. Let's have a look at the rail work here from Malia. Setting it up nicely, just taking her time, being very, very patient. And now she goes to town. She gets a little bit of air under the board, and that back foot disengages. So she needed to do something special on that section to get the score up into that 6 to 7 point range, and it just didn't work out on that occasion. You know, you've got to constantly thrive to find those magic carpets. And have a look at this. This looks like an absolute bomb here for Courtney.
Big late takeoff for Conlogue. Board chattering off the bottom. There's that big frontside whip. Look at the size of this section. Courtney's got the speed to burn. Drills it off the top. Holding that bottom turn well. The Sea Tiger winds up again. That forehand so reliable in bigger waves. Looks like she's going to drive and nails it right before the end section. Wow. Well executed performance from a two-time Bells champ. World champs in the audience from Slater to Medina. No one's leaving the beach now, Potts, when the surf's this good.
Conlogue, I think it's just going to be dropping the best wave of the final. A late drop there from her. You talk about the chatter, but that board just driving through it nicely. And again, back into the power source, deep bottom turn, and nails it off the lip again. This wave maintaining its height all the way through, which is going to make for a dramatic finish. Takes her time off the bottom again. Another beautiful swooping maneuver from Conlogue. And nails it shut with a beautiful turn. Joe, I'm seeing that go up into the nines.
Really impressed with that bomb from Courtney Conlogue, and sprayed Strider in the face on that last maneuver. Was how'd it look from the water?
I think he's nailed it on the head, just to the face. I mean, it was a beautiful, actually, when she dropped in on the wave, she had Malia paddle right across her path. Got that out of her head, dropped in the first turn big, the second turn even bigger in the corner. And then she went by and she had another turn midway. Then she came to the inside and slammed it shut. So just a beautiful executed ride out here. That's the wave she was looking for, and that was the one that she needed to get because she had to show what she could do out here on this wave.
So radical in that performance, staying low to ride out free, and there's the celebration. Well-earned claim there. As he asked for the 10 at the end of that one. Will she get it, Potts? And the answer is total confirmation. A 10-point ride for Courtney Conlogue. We look at Malia thinking about taking this wave. She'll hold back, so Courtney's going to keep the rhythm going after the perfect 10. There's the wrap off the top for Conlogue. Trying to put together a wave that will force Malia to need 2 new scores. The low score at the moment of 5.83. Nice clean wrapping work off the top for the Californian. Here comes the end section. She'll opt out. And we'll see if she improves there. Nice steady pace of that rhythm. Just decided to keep the ball rolling. I mean, after you feel a 10, you probably want to surf all day.
And just constantly increase that score line. Let's have a look here. She scratches in, fades off the bottom. Nice deep bottom turn and a beautiful little top turn there. And this is where it kind of went a little fat, so you're going to see a lot of just rail work here, trying to keep the speed up, trying to keep that board nice and loose under her feet, trying to find that inside bowl, and it really didn't quite eventuate through the inside, so I'm thinking it's going to be right in that ballpark of that 5.83 for Courtney. Let's see where it goes. If it gets better, well, we're going to see a lot more required by Manuel, but at the moment 7.67 is the requirement for the surfer in blue.
Seems to be like eras where one surfer on the top 17 just dominates the Bells Bowl. Courtney's showing us that now. Malia's turn, needing a 7.67 for the lead. Holding that rail off the bottom, clean wrap to start. The Hawaiian just S-ing her way down the line. You see those ribs popping up on the face. She'll hug the pocket now. Speed starting to build. Washes a little bit of it off, looking for the lip to hit. And Malia just ends up searching for the majority of this wave. And now eyeing the end section. She'll just hit it off the top, placing it there, and running out of room. So Manuel taking a long wave into the beach, really just with one maneuver out the back. 11:20 to go.
Yeah, I think, you know, that 10-point ride that she heard from Courtney kind of, I think, got into her head, Joe. She just completely misread that wave. Let's have a look at the wave here. Good solid size wave there. Just a little check turn to find that power source. Now she drops off the bottom. And again, just another open face turn, which really isn't going to score. And then it sort of looked like it was going to peak up down the line. So she raced over to get that section, and then that section kind of disappeared. just for a minute, then popped up, so completely missed that. And then pretty much that was all she wrote for the wave. So unfortunately, they're familiar, just misread that wave, didn't really connect with it. You can see it waiting. Again, missed that section, and then missed the closeout as well. Test his medal against the world's best, and have a look at him now.
2:15 to go. Conlogue uses priority. Frontside wrap to kick this one off. She wants to improve on a 5.83 here. Just filling in the gaps well. All setup work to really push hard towards the tail end of this wave. It's not really giving her a lip line, so she's out of there. Now that gives a minute 50 for Manuel with priority. Tracy Conlogue looks a little bit concerned with that decision.
It was there. There was an opportunity. Just positioning, out of position there for that last one was what was the difference, unfortunately, for Malia.
What a start to the year for Malia Manuel, but what a show for Courtney Conlogue. Let's make it 3 Bell's titles. Your 2019 Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach champion, Courtney Conlogue.